Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, tension rises as a PNP campaign material is removed in St. Thomas Eastern. Tensions appear to be rising in the St. Thomas Eastern constituency following a fresh wave of political vandalism targeting the People's National Party. Two videos reaching the news show several people removing political posters and material belonging to PNP in the Leith Hall community. In the first video, a man is seen not only dismantling PNP aspirant Yvonne Rosemary Shaw's poster, but also pulling down orange cloths, the color of the opposition party, from nearby structures. Across the road, a group of orange-clad PNP supporters can be seen observing the act. Visibly alarmed, one woman is heard saying, "Them carrying some man power and them a take down everything a burn up," in apparent reference to the sudden appearance of individuals allegedly brought into the area to remove PNP materials. Another woman, defiantly responding to the act, says that can't stop people from vote, while another passionately declares, "I cut him fi come cut we clothes off away." Near the end of the video, heightened concern spreads among the group as one woman is heard warning, "The one down the south, him have one gun." A statement echoed in concerned question-like repetition by others around her. Whether one of the perpetrators had a gun has not been verified by the news. In a separate video obtained by our news team, several individuals are seen actively removing more PNP-related material from the roadside, leaving intact only posters of Dr. Michelle Charles, the Jamaica Labour Party Member of Parliament and a candidate for the constituency. One woman is seen wearing a JLP-branded shirt, and a man appears to be wearing a wristband in JLP colors, further intensifying allegations of politically motivated interference. Just last week, the political ombudsman urged the political leaders and their supporters to exercise sound judgment, responsible conduct, and adherence to the principles of peaceful political engagement during the election campaign. Family mourns devoted husband and father, Don Wehby. Nation pays a tribute to business icon. The family of Don Wehby, former group CEO of Grace Kennedy Limited, has expressed a deep gratitude for the outpouring of support following his death on Saturday. With heavy hearts, we announce the passing of our beloved Don, who died peacefully on July 26, surrounded by his family, said a statement Sunday. Don was a devoted husband, father, brother, and a friend whose unwavering faith and generosity touched countless lives. We are grateful for the outpouring of love and support during this time and kindly ask for privacy as we grieve, the statement added. Wehby, 62, passed away at the Tony Thwaites wing of the University Hospital of the West Indies in St. Andrew after a period of illness. He retired earlier this year after more than 30 years with the food and the financial giant, where he served as a group CEO from 2011 to February 2025. He had initially gone on leave to focus on his health. The private sector organization of Jamaica has described Wehby as a transformational business leader, a committed public servant, and a long-standing friend and a partner. We have lost a true titan of industry and a servant leader whose life's work has left an indelible mark on Jamaica, said the PSOJ president, Mitri Seaga. Seaga said that as CEO of Grace Kennedy, Wehby repositioned the company as a global player while remaining steadfast in his belief that corporate success must be paired with social responsibility. His leadership extended beyond the business with a passion for youth development, education, and sports, including his pivotal role in expanding the East Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships, the PSOJ had added. In April, the private sector organization of Jamaica announced Wehby as the 31st inductee into its Hall of Fame. The induction is slated for October. The government of Jamaica awarded him the Order of Distinction, Commander Class, in 2017, and the Order of Jamaica, the country's fourth highest honor, in 2024. Prime Minister Andrew Holness remembered Wehby for his professional excellence and transformational leadership, while opposition leader Mark Golding described him as a personal friend whose contributions played a meaningful part in Jamaica's recent development story. In a statement, Grace Kennedy said the company was deeply saddened by the passing of its former chief executive, describing him as a remarkable leader who embodied selfless service. During his tenure as Group CEO from 2011 to 2025, Don Wehby more than doubled Grace Kennedy's revenue from $58 billion in 2011 to $155 billion in 2023, according to the company. He also spearheaded aggressive mergers and acquisitions strategy that expanded the 103-year-old conglomerate's footprint across the Caribbean, North and Central America, the United Kingdom, and Europe. There has been an outpouring of tributes on social media. CCJ is back on the agenda if PNP wins election, says Golding. The issue that has stalled the constitutional reform process, making the Caribbean Court of Justice Jamaica's final appellate court, will be a priority of the People's National Party if it is returned to office after the upcoming general election. PNP President Mark Golding spoke to the issue Thursday night at a St. Anne Parish meeting at Musgrave Square in Brownstown, where the party's 4 candidates for the parish were presented to a massive crowd. It was Golding who in January pulled the party's representatives out of the Joint Select Committee of the Parliament examining the Constitution Amendment Republic Bill, ostensibly because the ruling Jamaica Labour Party has refused to make the CCJ Jamaica's final court. At the same time, the country ditches the British monarchy in favor of a republic-style government. The opposition leader told the crowd that the PNP is determined to repatriate Jamaica's final court by cutting ties with the UK-based Privy Council, which has been the country's final court since independence. Arguing that the Privy Council is inaccessible to most Jamaicans, Golding declared that nobody in this audience can take a case to the Privy Council. It is not a real court for Jamaica because you have to be a multimillionaire to take a case there, and you have to have a UK visa as well, which you don't necessarily must get. The PNP president noted that the CCJ was established 20 years ago. It is fully funded by a trust fund which Jamaica contributes to and is well protected from political interference, having its own regional judicial commission for appointment of judges, which no politician in any island can interfere with. Time come for full sovereignty. Let us see the CCJ, the countries in the Caribbean that are doing well, Guyana, Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominica, Belize, are all using it. Their people have benefited from access to justice, and we hope the Jamaica Labour Party can remove the veil from their eyes, said Golding. He said it was ironic that it is former JLP Prime Minister Hugh Shearer who first floated the idea of a regional final court in the early 1970s. And yet now them a get a fight. No make no sense, people. We want full sovereignty. We want full independence. We want a decolonization. And we want it now. That is what we stand for in the People's National Party. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.